Hi, everybody. Brian Davis and Danny Davis here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium, where Texas, once again, a winner, 19-14. First win over the Wildcats in Manhattan since 2002. Danny, and a 4-game winning streak to boot. On top of that, this team is 4-1 for the first time since 2012. And I'm just going to come right out and say it. I think that the Texas teams of the last 4 years lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game that they dominated early. I think a lot of people, maybe myself included, were like, I guess we can start riding at halftime, and then Kansas State started coming back. And
Absolutely.
Kansas State pulled within, that 19-14 score, and a lot of teams in the past, that'd have been it.
Oh, that'd have been a good night.
They've been 3 and out a couple times in the fourth quarter, and we'd be talking about a miraculous Kansas State comeback. But this team found a way to, kill the clock. They've made some stops in the fourth quarter after Kansas State found some things on offense, and it helped that Kansas State dropped a couple touchdown passes. But this team,
they did.
This team found a way to win, and kudos to them.
When you look at the final stats, there's not going to be a whole lot of things to celebrate about, numbers-wise. But to me, the thing that really stood out were the last 2 offensive drives. Keontae Ingram getting 7 touches, Andrew Beck having a big chance, and Colin Johnson with a major catch on 3rd down that kept the final drive going, where they could basically eat up the clock and get out of here. Defense had to force Kansas State to punt again. So there was a lot of things to like in the final 10 minutes. Danny, in winning time, Texas made winning plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it. They, went to their best players. Colin Johnson, he's supposed to be the #1. He made a #1 catch. Keontae Ingram, he's the hotshot freshman that everyone's been like, we want to see more of. He showed why we should be seeing more of him in the future. And Sam, for the 4th straight week, not a lot of mistakes. He's gone 4 games without an interception. That's what we criticized him throughout the offseason, throughout spring ball. He's played really within himself since the end of the Maryland game, where even his last pass was him trying to make a miracle comeback. So,
right.
I mean, he's played really well these last 4 weeks and hasn't made the mistakes we got used to seeing in those close losses last year.
Let's talk about the defense real quick. Charles Omenihu with 2 sacks, including 1 for a safety. Brecken Hager with a sack and a big forced fumble there. Welcome back, Brecken. Good to see you. Texas overall had 5 tackles for loss. K-State really couldn't get anything going in the first half. They only had 64 total yards. Snyder tries to change it up, going to a different quarterback, and with Skylar Thompson, they did get on the board. They got a touchdown there early. What did you think of the defense overall today?
I mean, 14 points isn't bad. I mean, they're going to have some things. I mean, it's just enough for Todd Orlando to have some things to yell at the guys at this week with Kyler Murray out next. But they played pretty well. Special teams, a 90-yard punt return by Deshaun Jameson.
That was huge.
Josh Thompson really blocked well on that play. Was really impressive. So all in all, each piece of the puzzle gets to be, get to have something to boast about. But they're still going to have some things to work on this week.
Absolutely. Once again, we're going to wrap it up here. 4-1 are your Longhorns after the 19-14 win over Kansas State. Oklahoma is next. And then, Danny, we're going to get on a rocket ship. That is this football program. Is that going to happen?
I'm not quite booking my ticket to
the moon,
to Arlington or the moon or wherever the championships games are. But it's been an interesting ride and it's been fun so far.
I think this ride is only getting going. Well, read it all on Hook'em.com. For Danny Davis, I'm Brian Davis. We'll see you next time.